DSP Tries It.
Hello everyone, Phil here and welcome to a new episode of DSP Tries It. This one is going to be a lot different than what you're used to. We are actually going to try a baked good. This is a brand new thing. As you can see, it's limited edition. Pillsbury Grand's Cinnabon apple cinnamon rolls with icing. We saw this in the store. Now we've actually had the regular Cinnabons before. Usually we actually get the minis, which makes like 8 or 12 little mini cinnamon rolls. This is going to be 5 big ones. And we've never tried this apple cinnamon flavor. This was new limited edition in the store. The way it works, you got to heat up your oven, which we actually have it heating up right now to around 350 degrees. You need to either have a cake pan or a non-stick baking pan. So we actually have a cookie sheet that we cover with this silicone topping, which basically makes it a simulation of non-stick, okay? And what we're gonna do, step by step, we're gonna pop these out, put them on here, put them in, we're gonna show you what they look like when they come out of the oven, and we're actually gonna taste them, so you're actually gonna see cuts in this episode of DSP Tries It, which we usually don't do. So, we'll be back once the oven's ready, and we're gonna pop these guys in the oven. Alright, so the next step here is to peel the tube. They had a little pull tab where you peel it. Now let's see what happens here, because I've never done this. Leanna's made these before, so she's an expert. Look at this. Ooh.
Wow, that one actually came out way easier than most of the ones I've ever done.
Exploded. Look at that. And you unroll it. Wow.
Come on, unroll on this side a little. There we go.
There we go. Look at that.
Ooh, we got one that is already partially coming out.
There we go.
And then
This
there's
is supposed to make 5.
Ooh, icing's falling over.
Supposedly. Oh, there's the icing on the side. Okay. It's the Tower of Buns.
Ooh, it smells really apple cinnamon.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, jeez. Yeah, you can't smell it? Oh my god, it's like overpowering me almost. There we go.
There we go. Look at that.
Ooh, crumb fell. Sniff.
Very apple cinnamon.
I told you.
I'll get the crumb down here and it fell. Cinnamon on the floor.
Ha. And this makes 5 big ones.
5 big ones, supposedly. There's
Well.
the tear line right there.
Yep. It's in the middle here. It's a little harder to tear.
It's okay. They're not going to be perfect. Probably trying to evenly space them once we all get them down here so they don't touch each other as they rise. Rise of the cinnamon buns. Well, that one's going to be super chubby. Look at that. It didn't come out right.
It was like the end piece.
Yeah, it's the end piece. It's like going to be a lopsided one. Look at that, it's lopsided. And it doesn't have enough cinnamon. That's pretty funny.
And then the icing we reserve for after they're baked, obviously.
Right. I figure you bake them for, I believe it's 20 to 25 minutes.
25 to 30.
And then once they're done, then you ice them as they're fresh out of the oven and hot, so the icing will melt on them.
Yep. That's
Okay.
the idea. Ooh, gooey.
Alright, so I guess we put them in the oven, right?
Yep.
The oven's already warm, pre-warmed.
Woo.
A nice dirty oven. Careful. There they go. And we'll check on them in about half an hour.
25 minutes.
Alright, so it's been a half hour. And the cinnamon rolls are coming out of the oven.
Ooh, they're big. Jeez.
It's actually more like 25 minutes, I believe.
Actually, yeah, 25.
There you go.
Ooh.
So they did puff up and they spread out. They're nice golden color here. And now Leanna is going to ice the rolls. I guess what we should do here, if we can we move them a tiny bit? There we go. Just so their icing doesn't, ooze into each other. The icing of the cinnamon rolls. It's a ceremonial tradition
Yes.
amongst the baked people.
The baked
peoples.
people. What little gingerbread men gather around and they frost.
Yes. Hula maja, ice the bugs.
Yeah, look how quickly it already melted on the first one.
Yep, because it's so hot, it's fresh out of the oven, it's going to melt right down on top of it.
You always kind of want to aim for the center, but if it's one of those ones that's tilted, you kind of want to try to push some of it. Otherwise, it'll never get to this side, and then it'll be bad.
So, icing the buns, and then in a few minutes, once they cool down, we're going to try them, and that'll be the final part of this DSP Tries It. We'll let you know how they taste and how we rate them, you know, based off of flavor. So, we will be back with the taste test. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. You've seen the steps to make them. Now we're going to taste them. We're going to see if these apple Cinnabon cinnamon rolls from Pillsbury are any good. This is going to be quite daunting. It's okay.
You need like one of those mini tripods. Like a tabletop one.
So let's see. Cinnamon on one side. Frosting on the other. Alright, give it a bite. So having tasted just the regular cinnamon buns, it definitely has an apple flavoring to it. It doesn't actually have any chunks of apple, as you can see.
Probably because it would mess with the shape or something.
Well, I don't think that you can have it in a tube like that in a refrigerator if it had chunks of real apple in it.
Who knows?
So I think it has some kind of an artificial flavoring. And it does, you know what it reminds me of? Apple Jacks. It kind of tastes like Apple Jacks.
Yeah, it does.
That cinnamony apple flavor that you get in that breakfast cereal. Here, I'll give it another stab. As you can see, it actually gets, it's crunchier on the outside, but the further you get into the middle, it gets softer and almost gooier. So it's kind of like a warm, fluffy center. Okay. I dropped a piece already. Making a mess. It's pretty good. Is it amazing? No. This would be awesome if it had like actual apple pieces on top. Right? If you could like drizzle apple pieces on top of it, you have warm apples in it, it would be like really good.
I speculated that when we got it, that the frosting was actually going to be like an apple frosting, or an apple cinnamon frosting. It would be like a regular cinnamon bun.
But it's not. It's just regular frosting. So it's all right. Is it like dramatically better than the normal cinnamon bun? No. But it's something different. If you're tired of just cinnamon, you want a little bit of an extra flavoring to it. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not any more expensive than the regular cinnamon bun. So whatever the regular cost is, which I think is a few bucks, right? Like $4 or $5 maybe.
Yeah, it depends on where you get it from.
Right, if it's on sale or not.
I think ours was,
great.
I think it was like $3.29 or something.
I got cinnamon. Went the wrong way down my throat.
Making me cough.
Ugh. Whatever you do, don't get cinnamon down the wrong chute. Ooh. So it's not bad. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 rating. Didn't blow me away. Not bad. If it had actual apple in it, it would definitely be way higher up there. Yeah. So it's a little disappointing in that regard. But then again, like I said, I don't know if that could exist in the freezer the way that this is.
I'm sure they put in preservatives, but I don't know.
Yeah. So Pillsbury, apple cinnamon, Cinnabon, mini. Well, these are actually big cinnamon rolls. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. What do you think?
I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. My only criticism is I hate when they do the odd number in the tube. 5. It should have been 4 or 6.
So someone, unless you have a family of 5, someone either has to eat 2 and become like bloated, or
everyone fights to the death for the last one.
Yeah. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this DSP Tries It. A lot different than the usual. Thanks for watching. See you next time.